Aloha guys, welcome back to my channel, Mermaid Nina here. I thought tonight we would go over park hopping. Now, if you've been following my channel for a while, you will know that when park hopping first came back earlier this year, I did a huge video about it, kind of like the ins and outs and all those good things. But I continue to get questions from you guys regarding park hopping because when I did that first video, there were a few things we didn't really know for sure. Well, we know for sure now. So I thought I would do an updated park hopping video for this, I don't know what you want to call this time. Are we during COVID? Are we post-COVID? I don't know. But we're going to do an updated video and I'm actually going to go and answer all of your questions. So I went through all my previous videos and I gathered up all your questions and I'm going to answer them right here, right now in this video. So if you have any sort of thoughts and ponders about park hopping right now, this video is for you. So let's start with, what do you need to hop? Well, you need two things. First, you need a park ticket that is a park hopping ticket. So when you go to purchase your park tickets or to do your Disney reservation package, you need to make sure you upgrade your ticket to a park hopper. That is obviously 100% required. Second thing you need to do is you need to make reservations, and I'm talking park pass reservations for your first park of the day, and then you 100% must enter that park of the day before you can then hop. So if you have scheduled, say, Magic Kingdom for the day and it's rolled around, it's about 1 o'clock and you never quite made it to the park and you've changed your mind and now you want to go to Epcot. You cannot go to Epcot until you first go to Magic Kingdom, which was your park of the day, and then actually hop. I know it sounds a little silly, but that is kind of the difference between park hopping now versus park hopping pre-COVID. Now we're going to get further into that. First of all, when can you hop? Well, right now, currently, as I film this video, 2 o'clock. You cannot hop before 2 o'clock. Now, pre-COVID, you could hop whenever you wanted, however you wanted, no park passes, no nothing, none of that mattered. Now it is a little different. So starting at about 2 o'clock, that is when you can officially park hop. Now, Disney is saying that you should check your app because on some days, park hopping might start a little earlier. So if you are one of those people that are like dying to hop that day, maybe check your app because maybe for some reason that day, park hopping was allowed a little bit earlier. So absolutely, you need a park hopping ticket. You need to make reservations for your first park of the day and actually go to that park and, clock in. And then you can then hop starting at 2 o'clock. So now, there are some concerns with this new process that is a little different than pre-COVID. So we're going to go over that. First things first, I mention this all the time and I just want to make sure you guys kind of understand. If you are trying to get a boarding group for Rise of the Resistance at Hollywood Studios, you 100% need to make Hollywood Studios your #1 park of the day. Meaning, if you already have passes for, say, Epcot, and you're like, you know what, let's hop to Hollywood Studios later, and then we can ride Rise of the Resistance, that is not a thing. If you want to try to ride Rise of the Resistance, it 100% needs to be your park #1 of the day. Why, Nina? Well, you get boarding groups at 2 times for Rise of the Resistance. First time is at 7 a.m. Second time is at 1 p.m. So if you can't enter Hollywood Studios till 2 o'clock, guess what? You missed the boarding group time. So 100%, if Rise is what you're going for, you need to make Hollywood Studios your park #1 of that day. Of course, after you did ride Rise and you choose to hop to a different park after Hollywood Studios, that is 100% allowed. Second concern is, well, Nina, I don't want to buy park hopping passes and not be guaranteed to hop. I mean, am I guaranteed to hop if I have park hoppers? No, you are not guaranteed ever the capability to hop. I will say so far, it has been a non-issue. Everyone who has tried to hop actually did get to hop. However, Things like July 4th and the 50th and things like that haven't quite happened yet, so we don't really know for sure. I cannot guarantee anything. But what I really mean to say is things like having a dining reservation or reservations to some sort of Star Wars experience, perhaps Olga's or Droid Depot or Savi's Workshop, none of those things will guarantee you entrance into a park for hopping. So if you have reservations for like Cinderella's Royal Table or reservations to build your own lightsaber, things you don't want to miss, you need to 100% make that park your park number one of the day. Now, pre-COVID, you could kind of hop by saying, well, I have an ADR to whatever restaurant, and they would let you in. That is not a thing right now. So there are no guarantees in the world of park hopping. But like I said, it hasn't been an issue so far. Now, let's get into your questions because you guys love to ask me questions about park hopping. And I will say that one of these questions, I knew the answer, but I went ahead and called Disney and got the answer again, just to make sure 100% I am correct when I give you these responses. So just know I did the legwork for you guys. I made sure. First question, if I start the day at, say, Magic Kingdom and I leave, can I go back to Magic Kingdom? Absolutely. Because Magic Kingdom was your first park of the day, you made reservations into that park, you can 100% go back to Magic Kingdom. That is 100% guaranteed. This is when, kind of the same question. If I start the day at Magic Kingdom, but then I decide to hop to Epcot for lunch, can I go back to Magic Kingdom for fireworks? The answer is yes. Yes, you can enter Magic Kingdom again no matter what you do. It doesn't matter if you go to Disney Springs, your hotel, you go swimming, you go to Epcot to eat lunch. Whatever you plan on doing, if your original reservation was at Magic Kingdom, you 100% can go back there. Now, I know this might seem dumb because you're like, well, of course, Nina, you just said that. But a lot of people were concerned that if you clock in to a different park, that kind of makes your first reservation null and void. The correct response is no, it doesn't. I got through all the way to guest services at Disney to make sure of this. So, for example, if it's July 4th and you choose to leave your reservation at Magic Kingdom, go somewhere else and come back, that is 100% supposed to be guaranteed entrance back into that park number one of the day. Now, the only issue with this question is can I start at Magic Kingdom, hop to Epcot, and go back to Magic Kingdom? There's no guarantees that you're going to be able to hop to Epcot for lunch. But like I said, it hasn't been an issue so far. So assuming you're not trying to hop on, say, July 4th or the 50th or some like crazy insane day, pretty much you can do that. You can definitely start at Magic Kingdom, hop to Epcot, go back, whatever. You can hop to all 4 parks. All those things are totally something you can do. Next question. What do I do if the parks are full? What do I do if the parks are at full capacity? Like, for example, July 4th or the 50th. Can I still hop? Again, hoppings have no guarantees. There are no guarantees in hopping whatsoever. It's kind of a gamble. But so far, everyone's been able to hop. I was there over spring break and we could hop every single day. Spring break was 100% booked for all 4 parks and hopping still happened. And as Disney increases capacity, there is the chance that hopping is just not going to be an issue anymore. They might even change this 2 o'clock time slot thing. I don't know, but I would be a little nervous about, say, July 4th, even maybe July 3rd and the 50th, because those are like extremely popular days. I would expect those days to be at full capacity, people down the line, long lines, lots of herds of people. I mean, those days are going to be crazy. I'm not sure I personally would want to leave my park. I'm just saying Nina's opinion. Do I need a reservation to hop? Now, this question has had a lot of answers throughout the past few months. In fact, when I called Disney, the first person I called gave me the wrong answer. But I knew the correct answer, so I pushed. and I pushed, and I got her to get me guest services to finally get guest services to admit that Nina knew the correct answer. So I'm telling you right here, right now, do I need a reservation to hop? No, you do not. Currently, right now, you do not need a reservation to hop, which means if you are at Magic Kingdom and you decide to go to lunch to Epcot, you do not need to suddenly get into your phone and get Park Pass reservations to Epcot. You physically just hop. Again, that is right now on a busy, crazy day like July 4th. Who knows what they're gonna, decide upon. But right now on a normal day, no, you just hop. It's hopping is actually pretty dang easy. So no, you need your first reservation of the day, and that is it. Next question. What happens if I can't hop? How will I know if I can't hop today? Good question. So if you turn on your push notifications on the app on your phone, Disney has said, again, this hasn't been an issue so far, so no one really knows, but Disney has said they will give you an alert on your phone. You should get an alert that says, Hollywood Studios is at capacity today, no hopping. If you don't get that alert, pretty much you're hopping. Pretty much it's allowed. So again, no one's really gotten that alert. It hasn't happened yet. It's been a non-issue. But I know you guys keep asking these questions, and I get these questions over and over again. And I get that you don't want to spend the cost of hopping. Hopping right now is about $85 to $90 per person. And no, that's not per day. That's per block of tickets, per week of tickets, per reservation of tickets. It's a lot of money with no guarantees, but I promise you guys, it hasn't been an issue. It hasn't been. And I actually prefer hopping. I actually think it's highly advised right now, especially if you're staying at one of those resorts that is so close to a park. It makes it really easy for you to hop. We love hopping, especially if we go to the park we really wanted to go to, and then it just got a little too crowded for our taste. We can hop somewhere else, or we can hop to a different park for dinner, or, to hang out, or, whatever. We love hopping, but it does help to kind of know the ins and outs. So of course the next question is, well, Nina, how do I actually hop? How does it actually work? So I have a video for you to watch of my family actually hopping, physically doing the hop. So why don't you guys look at this. All right, we're exiting Animal Kingdom. We're gonna go hop to Magic for dinner. So let's go experiencing hopping. All right, so it's past 2 o'clock. We are totally able to hop. So the best way to do that is to look at the bus information. Look for your park. We're going to Magic Kingdom, so we are bus number 3. So we're gonna go over here and find it. It's as simple as that. Super easy, right? All right, here's the sign right here. Bus lane number 3. And our bus just arrived. So there we go. Let's see if there's room for us on the bus. We made it on. All right, we're in front of Magic Kingdom. I would call hopping pretty dang successful. All right.
Have fun. Y'all got it. Have fun.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Woo, we're here. And we hopped, and it didn't take very much time, and it was super duper easy. It's almost like hopping before COVID. It's the same thing. You just have to wait for it to be 2 p.m. That's it. That's really the big difference. And of course, at the parks at capacity, you can't come in, but that hasn't been an issue so far. So yay! Woo, woo. We're gonna have So as you can see, hopping is incredibly easy. It is essentially like hopping pre-COVID. I will note that in the video, we are wearing masks and there was signage on the bus, and that's because it was filmed prior to the new updates that happened earlier this week. So that is why you are seeing those things. But hopping essentially is the same as pre-COVID. The only difference, the real only difference, is you have to wait till 2 o'clock. So essentially all we did was leave one park. We looked at the sign to see what bus number we need to go to. Pretty, explanatory there. You wait for the bus, you ride the bus, you get off the bus, and you're at the new park, for which you then scan in, assumingly you have a park hopping ticket. That's it. Super easy. If you choose to hop from your resort, say you started at Magic Kingdom, you went back to your room to snooze or have a snack or play in the pool, it's the same thing. You just then take the Epcot bus or the Hollywood Studio bus from your hotel and then indeed hop. I really can't make it any easier than that, guys. I will note, Disney Springs right now does not have any park to park, Disney Springs to park busing. So if you started at whatever park, Animal Kingdom, you went to Disney Springs for lunch, you cannot then hop to Epcot from Disney Springs because there is no park buses at Disney Springs currently. Again, this could all change. So what you would want to do is take a Disney Springs bus to the nearest resort, whatever resort, doesn't really matter. And then you would then take the Epcot bus from that resort and get to Epcot. I will say it would be really convenient for you to say, take the bus from, I don't know, say Boardwalk or Yacht Club, because then you can walk to Epcot, or you could take the bus over to Caribbean Beach, Pop Century, Riviera, and take the Skyliner to Epcot. So those are the kind of things you want to think about when you're hopping. But yeah, I mean, it's really just simple, guys. It's just not complicated. So again, as long as you have the proper park hopping ticket, you are good to go. As long as you have entered your first park of the day, you are good to go. As long as you wait till about 2 o'clock, you are good to go. The only sort of weirdness that we're not really sure about is on crazy insane days like July 4th and the 50th. But after that, I mean, it's just really not an issue. But I really, really hoped this helped narrow things down for you guys, because I really do keep getting a lot of questions, and I really keep getting a lot of questions that are specific to your trip. Like, Nina, if I start at this time and I go to this place to do this and we have reservations for this, can we do this? Most likely, yes. There's just no guarantees. But remember, if you have something super duper important that you need to do at a specific park, it is recommended you just go ahead and make that park your park number one of the day, because there is just no guarantees. But anyway, guys, I hope this helped sum things up for you regarding park hopping. It is 100% easy. It is 100% simple. I will note, to parents with littles, hopping can be a little draining. It can take some time. It is not as simple as walking across the street. We are not at Disneyland. Disneyland's parks are essentially across the street from each other, which makes Disneyland amazing. But it takes time to hop. It takes time to wait for it takes time to exit a park, wait for the bus, get on a bus, get off the bus, and go to a new park. It is especially draining for little kiddos. I mean, at least mine, they would often kind of fall asleep on the bus while we were in the middle of hopping. So just kind of consider those things. But yeah, I hope this helped you guys out, guys. If you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel. I really, really do appreciate it. If the subscribe button is red, please click it, turn it gray. Hit the bell icon for notifications, like this video, and comment. I want to hear from you guys. Do you have any more questions about park hopping? Because I'm hoping I really 100% kind of summed everything up for you guys. And let me know what other types of these tips and tricks videos you want to hear about. Is there another feature of Disney World or even Disneyland that you don't quite get right now that you want me to explain in its own video? Let me know. I'm here for you guys. As always, I appreciate the view. I appreciate you guys following my channel and coming back every week. So yeah, mahalo for watching, guys. Nina out. Bye.